This is probably going to be the hardest tier list I'll ever do. I'm a big Kanye fan and I love every single one of these albums. So I don't really need these C tiers and D tiers. I might use them, but like all the albums are S tier. It's kind of just to like, it's in comparison to the other albums, you know, if that makes sense. So like, again, none of these albums are D tier, but it might be D tier in comparison to other albums. I don't think any's going to be D tier anyway, even in comparison. But we'll try it and we'll see. There's some collaboration albums on here too. Of course, I mean they do count as albums, but obviously they're not solos. Also, Yandy isn't on here, and I know it's not an official album, but I think I've heard enough versions of it, or I've heard like my favorite version, or I've heard versions of it, to kind of put it in here, or just at least say where I'm going to put it, if it was to be released, which obviously it's probably not. Hopefully we'll get a new body on another album, fingers crossed, but I'm not exactly, what's the word? The word's escaping me. Optimistic for that. So, without further ado, Kids See Ghosts. Like in most of these tier lists, I'm probably going to just put them in and then rearrange them around. That's probably especially for this one, actually, just because it's going to be so difficult, but we'll try our hardest. Kids See Ghost. Now, it's not my favourite Kanye album. I'd say it's my favourite Kanye collaboration album. Probably. Yeah, I don't know. This is going to be so difficult. But we're going to put in B for now. There's some songs I listen to on repeat, and then like there's some that I just don't as much. I guess we could do this based on skips. Kanye really, I don't think he actually has many skips, but if there's maybe one song I'll skip, then I'll probably put it a little bit lower than others. Jesus is King. Now, because I loved the versions of Yandy that I listened to, I couldn't help be at least a bit disappointed by this album because of my hype for Yandy. Now, I know that's not the album's fault. If I listened to this and didn't know about Kanye and wasn't looking forward to it, then I'd have a different opinion. But that being said, it did affect it a little bit. Actually, I might say it's my least favourite Kanye album. There's a couple songs on here. The song escapes me, but it's the one that was on Yandy, and then they changed. Oh, okay. So it was Law of Attraction, and they changed it to. I can't think of the name of it at the moment, but it's the one that was Law of Attraction. I preferred the Yandy version, and so again that kind of downed it a bit for me. But there are some songs in here like that do stand out. But it is probably my least favourite Kanye album. To put it as C, I mean, I know it's in comparison, but it just kind of shows like how good his albums are, especially in comparison to one another. Next up is College Dropout. It's S tier, right? I don't think there's any doubt in my mind that this isn't S tier. Now I don't normally know how many you're meant to put in S tier, if it's meant to be like a one, kind of the one that's like the best. This was my favourite for a long time. I've recently, probably in the last year, adopted a new but generic favourite, which I'll just put it in now. It's My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Now the reason this is so generic is because it's so obviously so good. Yeah, it is like, it's why everyone ranks it as like the number one Kanye album, apart from Anthony Fantano, of course, but we'll move from that. Yeah, literally no skips. Even the skits in College Dropout, I just adore them and I'd listen to them. So for that reason, these are my two S tiers. The A tiers will be close. Maybe, I don't know. I just don't want the top half to be too clustered. But we'll keep going. We'll persevere. Right. This is gonna be. I just realised late orchestration isn't on here. That would probably be in whatever tier this goes in, maybe one below. It's good, but I don't prefer it. I don't know if anyone does prefer it. Now, is this A tier? Are we going to move these all down one? I think I might, you know. I might do this. I think I'll do this. Again, this is another one that grew on me over time. Like, some of these off the bat, like, I loved them. Like, The Life of Pablo, which I am very tempted to put in S tier. But for now, we'll put in A tier. Yeah, but Late Registration, it did take a while to grow on me. And actually now it has some of my favourite Kanye songs ever. Yeah, this is very difficult. I'm realising the task I'm doing here. I really hope Donda's like an A or an S. Obviously, I hope it's an S. I hope I love it. I didn't watch the listening party because I like to go in just like blind. I don't know if that makes me any less of a Kanye fan. I will go back and listen to it / watch it after I've listened to the album fully, you know, on Spotify in a dark room with headphones on. But I digress. Oh, this is so difficult. Graduation. Do I prefer Graduation to Late Registration? You know, I think I do. No. We're going to leave it here. We're going to leave it here for now. This is, yeah. I'm going to keep saying how difficult this is because every single one of these albums are so good. Like, I, again, just want to clarify, I love every, single one of these albums so much. But Yeezus isn't my favourite. I don't know if this is a controversial statement, but it's not my favourite. It's got a couple songs on there that really stick out as like some of my favourite Kanye's. I'd probably say that about every single album because I don't know. Maybe I'll do all the songs, but that would be a very long video and a very difficult task. But we're going to put Yeezus in C, I think. And we're actually going to put AU8s in A. Now, again, this is one that took a while to grow on me. But I really, really love this album now. It used to be my least favourite by like quite a while. By quite a way. But now it's not. It just isn't. There's just so many bangers on this. I didn't overplay. I played these songs like when I start getting into it again, I played them like a lot. I'm now kind of doing that to Late Registration. Like I'll focus on one album for like a short amount of time and then I'll go back to listen to them all and then I'll focus on like, I mean, Yeezus is probably next up, like, because I know I just love all his songs and if I don't like them now, I know I will. So I just got to really focus on one album for just like a while and then I'll just love them all. So again, this could literally change in next week. I could bang out Yeezus for a week and then I could just put it straight in A tier. But currently, right now, it's going to go in C tier. Watch the Throne. It's probably going to go in B tier as well. You know, I'm tempted to move one of these up, but I'm not sure which one yet. Because I think I like it, unless I just do this. Again, it has a couple skips. They're just some songs on there I can like take or leave. Like obviously I like them all, but like I can take or leave them, especially on like many re-listens. This is so tricky. Do I want to do that Or do I want to... No, I don't think these is D tier. Because it has some absolute bangers. I mean, they all do. But Yeezus like has a couple singles that especially stand out to me. It's just the album overall that I'm not as fond of. Obviously, in comparison. Yeah, I'm going to put it in C. I like this. I think this is kind of the order I would listen to the albums in. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm going to put Yay in C. Again, I'm going to reiterate, these are all, in my opinion, of course, this is my opinion. Let me know yours below. If you have one, that is, which you probably don't, but you might do. Is going to be C tier. I stayed up till like, oh my god, I stayed up so late to listen to this. It didn't blow me away as some of his other projects. Again, this might change. This could be subject to change. I just feel so wrong putting all these albums at like C and D. Like, this just doesn't feel right to me. But we're gonna go with it. It is a tier list after all. Like, I do prefer College Dropout to like Yeezus. But I would just love to put all these in S tier and A tier, like I would. But for the sake of the tier list, we're gonna have them how we have them for now. I'm just going to review it quick because I'm probably going to regret this in 5 minutes when I hit stop. Okay. We're going to commit. Yeah, so thank you for watching. This was so difficult and I may do an updated one. And if you would like to see me rank every single one of his songs in a probably even more controversial tier list, then please let me know. I'm so excited for Donda. It's been pushed back a couple times. I'm excited for songs like Hurricane to be actually officially released. Oh yeah, I didn't mention Yandy. Yandy might go in S tier, by the way. I absolutely adored Yandy. I mentioned New Body earlier. It's still such a standout for me. Law of Attraction, I preferred to the Jesus is King version of it. It would probably be an S tier Yandy. I really loved Yandy. So yeah, that's the tier list. Thank you for watching. I'm going to hit stop now.